Hey, everybody, welcome to another thrilling? Is that? I don't know, that seems aspirational. Episode of Smoke and Mirrors. This episode is brought to you, of course, by the corona vaccine. Very clearly, judging from the behaviors of Portlanders all over, they found one, and I just haven't gotten my shot yet. So looking forward to that because I want to be outside too. Also brought to you by pickling. Pickling, the process of pouring salt in the wounds of an enslaved African person after you've beaten them within half an inch of their life to make sure that you cauterize such wounds, don't lose any of the value of your property, and get them right back out on the fields as soon as you can. If that's got to be in my head, it's got to be in yours too, fucker. Pickling. Happy Juneteenth. Here's a song. Oh, it's a song that I wish I had or maybe even thought of before we had started, but I didn't. And so now this is a song for you. For Juneteenth, it's a time for us to be together and talk all about slavery and shit like that today. Hey, we're free. Fuck you. I mean, here they are. It's me. I forgot to say that part. Here I are. Here. Yay! Happy Juneteenth. What time is it? Oh shit! I'm late. I'm allowed to be late. I'm allowed to be late. I'm black and it's Juneteenth. I can do whatever the fuck I want to. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I know why you're here. You know why you're here. Many more respondents to the event today than when it's just me talking, which I love. I'm very happy to provide a service. And that said, I'm going to hold you captive for 2 minutes. We have some business to get through. Also, I want to make sure that we're all here together for the Juneteenth celebration. Not you white people. For anybody who is not clear on why that may have been said, this is a celebration about the time that the enslaved Africans in Texas were made aware of the fact that the Emancipation Proclamation had actually been signed for 2.5 years. Yay! But the good news is that the barbarous slavers who held them captive were, of course, punished, and all of their enslaved property were compensated and given reparations. And you can look that up and find out that I am full of shit. Never happened. A white person never got punished for anything. Stop! What are you talking about? Don't be stupid. Hey. How's your day? Mine is going interestingly. Mercury has kicked well into retrograde. Wow, in my mouth, evidently retrograde. I had, in my efforts to turn this again into a place of both business and home, got myself a lovely home filing cabinet, wood, very fancy, grown up. And it came today, and I was so excited. And I opened the door, and the man, let's say, I don't know, I don't want to assume, outside the door was stood there holding a flat box. So I thought that I was getting my filing cabinet today, and instead what I got is a weekend jigsaw puzzle that weighs 120 pounds. So Mercury, yay. Hey, guess what? There's some stuff that I want to tell you about that's gonna happen and you want to be a part of. Did you see me just relax and sit into it there for a second? It looked like I pressed a button and I was really confident that I had. I missed it. It was that one. It was the one that says that you should give some of your monies to the Okra Project, especially this month and especially today. These are folks in Brooklyn, the Okra Project, who can be given your money because what they are doing is to provide food security for African, for Black, for Brown transgender and queer nibblings and siblings. What the fuck are you doing today about it? Give them a little bit of money. You can toss a little doubloon in and maybe, I don't know, return a jewel from the crowd at paypal.me/the Okra Project /. If you do not know how to spell okra, white people, ask your black friends or look it up. Hey, be here on Tuesday. You should be here on Monday too. I'm going to be here blathering, but be here on Tuesday because on Tuesday I'm going to have another guest. I will be here with Jason W.H. Page. This man is an expatriate who left the United States, now lives overseas in Great Britain. He is in fact in South London. He's become a Southie mate, and out there, what he does is to continue to do the work that we did together when we were working together. He works with youth. He works on public art in public spaces. He kicks so many of the asses and is somebody who should be paid attention to. And I want to hear some of what he's been up to. He thinks he's a normal person and should not get that kind of accolade, but I don't believe there are normal people. If they are black, we've survived everything. We make everything wonderful. The Okra Project. Do you love them? Oh, look at see, Adam says that they love the Okra Project. They should love the Okra Project. It's a good project and a good dish for those of us who are okay with slimy things in our mouths. Today I am back in conversation. I love being in conversation. It's one of my favorite things that we get the opportunity to do. Today I get to be in, dry spot. Hold on. The wet spot is good. The dry spot is bad. One more second. Okay. I get to be today in conversation with somebody who for me is personal goals. Somebody who for me is a hero in order to be able to make community in a place that is very much working against the idea of said community is an act of revolution. To do so in the Pacific Northwest means that you are working against a system that has been absolutely dependent on white supremacy, continues to be dependent on such, and does what it can to elevate the sort of comic who might, I don't know, find themselves interesting in defending Chris D'Elia at the moment. That kind of person. This is somebody who works against those goals. And somebody who has brought so much joy, so much laughter, and so much community to brown and black folks in this area, to sisters in this area. Please give it up for my friend Courtenay Collins. One DJ Wildchid. What's going on, Court? What's going on, Court? What's going on, Court? What it do?
What's up?
What it do? I've been wanting to talk to you.
Be here.
Oh, stop. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're here. I'm gonna ask you the same thing that that I had asked you when we talked to check sound early before we get into this. What did you smoke for breakfast today?
I had, what did I call it? Amherst sour diesel.
Amherst sour?
Yes.
I don't know what any of that means. Where do you go?
Budlandia.
Budlandia. Nice. Yeah. All right, Portland, you heard it. Budlandia, if you're out here for a visit, that's two places. And of course, shout out to the good people at Bloom. Thank you so much for I'm going to be honest. I don't know what I'm smoking right now.
Okay.
I'm
well,
sort
I
of.
only know because you asked. Usually I don't know either.
Okay, I'm down to like the scrumples. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm re-upping in like 2 or 3 days. So as soon as I do that, I'll know again. The labels have come off of everything.
Understood. Yeah. I wish I could get like you. I can't do the bong thing.
What happens?
It's just too complicated. I just blunt. I can't hold and light and.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, I'm agile with my fingers. I like to.
Yeah.
I consider it a courtesy. Um, try to keep it agile. Um, Blunting it up. I can't see. I can't do that anymore. That for me. That's too.
Yeah. And it
Uh,
is too for me too. I
ugh.
have to stop. I really do.
Yeah.
Not
That's
good for
tobacco.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good for me.
Honestly, I
It's
should
not.
stop too. I'm. Let's be honest. What I if the I need to get one of them. What they call volcanoes? Is that the
What's
shit?
that?
It's I
What's
don't
that?
know. It's some white people shit. It
Oh,
basically is like this big, complicated machine. It looked like something out of a Williams Sonoma catalog,
got you.
and it has like a 3 foot cannabis condom. I don't know what to call
Oh
it,
my.
and
Yeah.
it sort of just fills this like this prophylactic model that would fit
Yes,
on like
I've seen that. I have seen
right.
that.
You know what I'm
Yep.
talking? And you squeeze
Yeah.
the smoke into yourself
Yep.
over.
Yep. I have seen that at the
And
cannabis club. They pass it
yeah.
around. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Evidently, that's supposed to deal with the carcinogens
Got you.
altogether.
Understood. Yeah. I'm
I
never going to
don't
be
know.
that good. Yeah, I'm
I'm
never going to be that good.
listen. Even that's a flex beyond flex. That's more of
Yeah.
a flex than I.
Real talk. Real
That's crazy talk. I've been at this for a very long time. I don't. I don't need to. I don't need to go there. I don't need it. So let me ask you this. Nobody knows how old we are because black don't crack, and we're not going to
Amen.
talk about that. But
Amen.
what I do want to ask is, when did you start smoking? When was the first time you smoked, or did you start with any regularity that you remember?
Got you. When my first actual time smoking, I was 21, and I went and visited my friend in Austin, and she smoked weed. I never did it in Oregon before. I had to go to Austin to do it. So I did
Keeping
it
it
all
weird.
weekend with her,
Uh huh.
and then didn't do it again. Um, I started regularly smoking when I was 28, 29, just
Okay.
after having my
Okay.
third kid, and was having a lot of pain and medical
Right.
issues. And Hijinks was like, he smoked since I met him. So Hijinks was like, I promise you, if you just tried it, it would help with a lot of your medical issues. And then I did try it, and it did help. So I've been smoking ever since.
So for anybody who's looking and listening to us, because it's just us talking, so I'll just talk too. Who is this hijinks person of whom we're speaking?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying stuff. Hijinks is this comic that I represent and that I happen to be married to as well. So when we met, we were in our early 20s, and honestly, when he got here, I didn't smoke weed. I knew no one who smoked weed. So
Mm-hmm.
he was dry for like the first 3 or 4 months
Oh,
that we dated. And then he mentioned it. And I was like, oh, you want to smoke? And at the time, one of my very good friends' husband smoked. So
okay.
I got them hooked up together. And then he's been like in weed heaven in Oregon since then.
Much
So
more
he
comfortable
loves
since
it.
then. Much more comfortable since then.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
Yes.
he had to deal with Portland dry for a few months. He was not happy about that.
Listen,
You know, yeah.
listen. I
And he
don't.
was younger and way more feistier back then. So
Yeah, no. Jinx and one of the things I love about Jinx, and I don't want to talk about this motherfucker no more after I say this, because I'm here to talk to you. One of the things about Jinx that I have found that we have in common is that if you want that smoke,
yes,
we
yes,
have some for you.
yes,
It's available.
definitely. Yeah,
It's available.
and
It's
that
in
honestly
surplus.
attracted me to them because yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of people around me that
Yeah.
did that. I kind
Yeah.
of grew
Yeah.
up in respectability, so
Uh
that
huh.
wasn't
What?
around me, and that I like that fire. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you say you grew up in respectability, what did that mean? What was that like?
Um, so my mom is from Harlem
Uh huh.
Project. Moved
Okay.
here pregnant with me at 18, and she's always just wanted something better. She knew she wanted more than the projects. And so she just, it's amazing to me that she built a life here, began working with youth, youth counselor, GED teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Her and my stepfather are very well known in the community. He works for Self Enhancement. She worked for what was then called the Youth Employment Institute.
Okay.
So, and if you know anything about self enhancement, you can kind of get some of that respectability that I'm
Right, right,
talking
right,
about,
right.
and that kind of Black excellence college,
Yeah.
Cosby type, Huxtable type kid.
Yeah.
That's what my mom wanted, you know, us to be.
Right. Sure.
That was she was Claire Huxtable.
Oh,
No
honey, I was
cussing,
supposed to be a
no
Theo to the
drinking,
fullest.
nothing.
Yeah.
So it was hard for me because I'm not as outspoken back then as I am now, but I
Okay.
still have always been outspoken. I just
Okay.
always have. Like, I was the person that the Sunday school teachers called my mom and was like, she's asking us a lot of questions, and so and the thing is, she put that in us. She put
Uh-huh.
that in us. I don't think she thought it would go as far as it did, but she's the one who taught me and told me about what was going on in Harlem in the 60s, Malcolm X, giving me Maya Angelou to read, Toni Morrison to read. She set this up. She
I
wanted us
love
to
it.
know our history. So when people meet me and they're like, gosh, you're from here, but you're so proud. You're so proud. And it's because I'm first generation. I have a
Yeah.
mother who was not born here. So a lot of that self hate that people in Oregon grow up with, because they just don't know any better.
Mm.
We are surrounded by white folks. So that kind of is where you want to be, or around them. That is the goal.
Yeah.
Or people
Yeah.
move here thinking, it's better because that's the goal.
Yeah. Well,
To be, oh, look at all
that's
these
a
white
different thing.
people. They're
Yeah.
so nice and they talk to you. And I just like, y'all have no idea. You have no idea.
None.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. And that's a very different thing, right? Because it's funny. I was thinking about this with somebody earlier today around and talking with them about the idea of what it is to survive these systems of white supremacy, right? And what the
Yes.
reason is that I am perfectly willing to say that had there not been a co-intersection of misogynoir and patriarchy to it, that I would have no critique of either Clarence Thomas or Tiger Woods for the
Got you.
choices that they had to make in order to survive white supremacy.
Understood.
Not publicly.
Right.
Now, privately, just between us, I would beat those motherfuckers' ass within an inch of their life if I ever got the chance. That's
Right.
not what we're talking about, though. We can't say that in front of white people. All Black Lives Matter. If I'm gonna be out
All
here
of
running around
all of
everybody, you
But
know what I'm saying?
they also say all skin folk and kin folk. So
Listen, if you out here being a white, black, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant,
yes.
Hunty.
Yes.
I mean, I'll come for your policy. I'll come from your
Yeah.
little doo-doo shit that you did out publicly. I'll come for that all day.
Right.
Like how you got to a place where this is the choice that you had to make, or you didn't
Yeah.
see that you had any other choices available to you because you were living in a dearth of imagination.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, proximity and all the rest of it, it's fucked. I don't like
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I think you could have made better career choices from jump.
I agree.
But also don't talk poorly about sisters, because if you do, I will come for you. I don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah. And I agree with that. I agree with that.
DeRay could catch the smoke. Fuck him. But other black folks, if you're not
Yeah.
actively stealing from black women, like, yeah,
Right.
it's gross. It's gross.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you for guiding a path toward community building.
Thank you.
I can't express enough what it continues to mean to me. Let me phrase it that way, right?
Mhm.
The first time that I recall having an interaction with you was the same night, the first time I had an interaction with Risa Reed. And it was all happening at the same time. because I was at the what do you call the Sisters Night for the festival?
Oh, ladies run this mother.
I was at Ladies Run This Mother, not this year, last year,
Yes.
and as far as I could remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, at that point you and I had only known each other electronically. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Okay. So, but when you approached me like family, right?
Yes.
I was
Yes.
like, wait a minute. First of all, I don't know what's happening right now. Like, am I famous? And no one told me. Did I get?
did kind of come up to you like,
Was there, like, okay, yes, sis, yes, come with it. And then, I mean, it was like being brought into the fold, right? And in a way that was so welcoming and obviously, right, having had the opportunity to since then grace your stages. I mean, it's just been tremendous for me. What and when was the design for you deciding to develop Dirty Angel Entertainment and then to bring forward what for all of the comedy festivals that I have been to here that are locally run anyway, right? I'm talking about people who live in the city
Yes.
where they're running it.
yes.
Especially to have gotten in such a short time to what last year was such a successful event. I mean, standing room only every single night. What was the path that led you to decide to found it and the journey to get to that place? Because that's a long path
My
in a short
goodness.
time.
I know. I will really say that because we believe in what we believe, that I just think the ancestors and God have been with us. But coming into this scene in Portland
Mm-hmm.
7 8 years ago with hijinks, we're gonna bring them up a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, you could bring up
So
hijinks. I don't want to bring up hijinks. I'm centering you. Whatever
okay,
in
fair.
your story he got to come into, great. I'll talk to hijinks. You won't be on the show. I want you to be on the show. This is the part where I see if he's watching. But no. Please go ahead. Go ahead.
He's with the babies. He's being daddy now. As I
Good.
said, he wasn't here to help us. Me and Monica had to do this ourselves. Um, but him deciding he wanted to be a comedian
Mm-hmm.
and us not knowing anything about it. Like at this time, I had a full time job. I was working. Where was I working when we first started? Um, shoot.
It didn't
I
involve
think I
hot
was
grease,
just
did it?
ending Mercy Corps,
Mercy. Okay. Tight.
which is an international charity. Yeah, and I was moving on to an interpreter service that I worked for.
Okay.
So I had a full time, 40+ hour a week career job.
Real job. Jobby job. Good
Yes,
job.
good job. He decided he wanted to do comedy. He met a couple people. They're like, show up, come here, do this.
Right.
So we started doing that, started doing the mainstream Portland comedy thing. Back then, the Tonic Lounge, I don't know if you've heard of that, know where it is.
I
It
I
used to be on
I've heard the
33rd and
rumors. Yeah.
Sandy.
Okay.
And that was one of the biggest places. That was like what the fun house is now,
Okay. Okay.
back then.
Mm-hmm.
And just as whack. Just as whack. So we would go there every single week,
All the smoke.
get on the
You can
list.
catch it all of it. Fuck y'all. We don't give a shit. Ah.
We gonna tell the truth today. So we went there, ignored every week. Do I want to say the person that was running it at the time?
That's your call. I don't give a shit. I don't know nobody, baby. I'm building my own
They
shit
were
because
not
ain't nobody
the
fucking
most
with me either.
friendliest
So
person.
whatever.
They did not believe in community. I
Mm.
don't think comedy then or now in Portland believes in community. It's
Uh-huh.
lip service, but it's more clicky than community. So after a few of that, because let me also tell you, I told you who my mother's name is Geraldine. And Geraldine, like I said, got a little uppity bouginess to her. You know, projects or not, that's just what's in us. So
Hey,
I got some
hey.
Geraldine in me.
All right.
And you're going to treat me like I am someone because I am someone. And so I didn't like that treatment because I'm used to being treated specially. So we're like, yeah, we're going to have to do something different here. We're going to have to do something different.
Yeah.
So he started partnering with people, and that was a little better. He had a nice partnership going on for about 2, 3 years with a white female comic.
Now, how do we
They were
feel?
partners.
How do we feel about this person? Are we wishing them well, or is this
Yes,
time?
right
Because
now we definitely are.
I'm
It
locked
was
and
a
loaded.
rough
I don't give a
patch,
shit.
but right
Let's.
now we are. Right now
Okay.
we
All
are.
right. Okay. So do we want to say names or fuck it? No. No. That's all.
No,
That's it.
no, they know who
Okay.
she is.
All right. Love to you. Love to you.
But he
Be
did
good.
very, very well with her. They
Mm.
did well. This
Mm.
is when we had just started over what is we call East Side, but it was called the Red Room back then.
Okay. Okay.
Our open mic was what the again, all compared to Helium, Funhouse. It was the most popular mic in Portland.
Come on now.
Most popular.
Come on now.
But again, it was a black man and a white woman. So I guess that was a little bit more palatable or something. I don't know. So they did their thing for 2, 3 years. And then we got an opportunity to do some shows at the Elks. And so we were like, oh, this is cool. We're going to have Duff's Garage on 82nd. And then we're going to have the Elks. That's 2 spots. That's good. That's great. And that's more in the community where we want to be. Awesome. So in talking with her, she was totally against it. Did not want to go to the Elks.
Now, what was popping there?
And
What was the issue?
the reasoning was that's not our audience, or that's not our comedy, or whatever was said. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I don't like what it meant. I didn't like anything. So
see, that's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit. That's the kind of shit motherfuckers say they get somebody to fly to Botswana and just disappear for a while,
seriously.
and then be sitting around talking shit about, I don't know, I guess they on crack. I don't, why where'd they go? Gaslighting ass motherfuckers. Okay, all right, and so that happened, and then
so Hijinks was like, we're not passing this up. We're taking the Elks. We're doing the Elks too. So that kind of got, a little messy with them.
Okay.
And I told him, whatever happens, I'll help you. I'll help you. I've run programs, budgets, administration, whatever. So
come on.
my skills, and we gonna do it, right? We just
run that resume. Run the
resume. This is what I've done all my life.
Run the resume.
I grew up in my parents working nonprofits. It's always jump in and do it. Bare bones.
Let them know
do what you got to do.
That's how we live.
It's how we live. So I was like, we'll do our own thing. We'll do our own thing.
We free.
And so that started our thing. We did the Elks. We still held on to the 82nd, which we're still there 3 owners later, 3 name changes later. And then, so after we running our own mics, we're doing Dirty Angel, Hijinks again, him and his great ideas 4 years ago says, we should do a festival. And I'm like, what? Do we not have enough going on, sir? He's like, I just think we should do it. We should do a Black festival. And I mean, then, it wasn't huge, but it was still an undertaking. So Funhouse said they wanted to help us out. So we're going to do it at Funhouse the first year.
Okay.
So we start doing our thing, getting everything together. I happened to be on Facebook one day, and I'm going through events and scrolling how I do. And I see that Funhouse has a huge drag race event on the Saturday of our festival. How was it? Oh, wow, we forgot about that. We double booked your festival. Okay, so again, do what we do. There's a little other place on the corner called Ford Food and Drink. We go talk to them. They're down the street. Yo, we're doing this festival. We were doing it at Fun House, but we can't do the second night. Can we do it here? Sure. Of course you can.
All right.
We knew some of the people that worked there.
All right.
So we had to switch everything up. That's gonna be our second night.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We're at two places. So first year festival, again, first night sold out. Second night sold out. And these are much smaller places, so but still, I had no idea what's like. I just thought maybe a few people would come.
Yeah.
But it was huge. Like the turnout was huge, the response
Excellent.
was huge, the interest was huge.
Excellent.
And it was so funny because people kept asking me like, "Oh, so can white people, enter?" And I'm like, "Do you not see the title? Black. Oh, can non-black POC enter? No." Black, black, black.
Black,
And that's why I did
black,
that.
black,
Because a
black,
lot of
black,
festivals that cater to us, they're called urban.
Mm.
And that's still so they can let some other folk in. I want it to be very clear. When I say black, that's exactly what I mean. Well, you think maybe years to come you'll start letting other people? Why?
Why? We know what happens.
You have every stage. Why can't you just not do this one?
You got it. You got to go. You could do that stage and that stage and that stage and that stage and this one that they won't even let us touch. Go get it.
Right. And
go
they'll
get
pick a non-black POC that has a little swag in place of us. So that doesn't work for me either.
No.
I want black folks.
Yeah.
I love black folks. I want to see black folks. That's what we're doing here. And even though, the urbans, they still don't show all of us. I didn't want just a Def Comedy Jam. Straight black men up on stage. That's not what I wanted either. So we gotta model it after how I live. So that means black folks, black queer folks, black trans folks, black non-binary folks, poor black people, rich black people, half black people,
Come on.
But you black.
Come on. That's how come I fuck with y'all so hard. That's how come I fuck with y'all so hard. That's how come I fuck with y'all so hard. Don't play.
It
I'm
has
telling
to
you.
be that way.
The first time I had seen Jinx, I was scurry. I ain't gonna lie. I was scurry.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. Look at that baseball cap and them jeans. Here goes straight nigga. God damn. He thinks straight at things.
Right.
They still make straight people. Here go one.
Yep.
He gonna say some straight shit.
Yep, I know it. That's what everyone expects.
Well, yes. I watch TV like everybody else, nigga. Come on, stop.
Right.
I know what's supposed to be in. Yeah, I know what's in that package. I know what's supposed to be in there. And then you a comic? Shit. How soon before somebody's gonna call me faggot? How long do I gotta sit here?
Exactly.
What? I put 32 seconds, 35? Right. And the first time I had gone to do a mic with y'all, and no. The first time you showed up at a mic that I was hosting, that was a time that I was like, and shout out to my girl, stop it. I'm having feels.
I know.
Stephanie had brought you there.
There with me. That's what I'm saying. That already put a special place in my heart because of who I went there with,
Mm.
Yeah.
And Stephanie bringing you there.
She loved you.
She was so happy to call me in and call me out. And I love them so much for it.
Yes.
My Lord.
My angel.
And so fucking funny. Funny.
Like, I still chuckle at some of her.
Oh my God.
I love that girl.
She grilled me. She smoked me. She got up there and made fun of the way I said croissant. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? What is happening? What is happening right now? That's not, why is that uppity? That's uppity?
I got to see her on stage. Yeah, that was special always.
Oh, she was so honest. She was so honest. I loved it. But I saw
Yes.
y'all. I saw y'all in
So
that
hilarious.
audience. So fucking funny. Jesus. God. And see y'all in that audience, and they go to your mic, right? And I saw Jinx there, and I was like, oh shit, here you go. Okay, all right.
Yep, here we go. Yep.
I guess I'm gonna just do what I do. Shit, what it's gonna be? I'm fabulous. What you gonna do? You'll just deal with it, motherfucker. And for him to then, as I stepped off stage, approach me and invite me to gigs, and oh man, no, brother, you're not supposed to be on no open mic. No, you got to come out.
Yes.
You know where Wildchid is? And I said, nope. He said, you coming to Wildchid? I was like, great, let's go. Let's go. I give a fuck. Let's go.
Right. Follow hijinks.
Listen, since the moment, loving it. You're getting so much love right now, and I'm putting it on the screen for you. And normally I don't be telling people this part of it, because it's distracting the fact that we just talking. But
got you.
You need to know that you're getting that love, and that I'm making it visible.
I'm sweating. I got to do a beauty check.
Oh no, get it. It's me too. Listen, I took when Dahlia was here. It was so hot. I had to have a whole ice pack all over my crotch to even be able to have the discussion. It was ridiculous. All right, so listen, this.
But yeah, he was so impressed by you. I had told him, but you have to experience you. You can't. Yeah, telling is not enough.
Oh.
But to go back to last year's festival when I saw you in the audience. Like, yeah, I had seen you online, but to see you like sitting in that front row, being as fucking fabulous and fly as you were, and just there in the front row, enjoying yourself, paying attention. And that to me is like, this is what I want in an audience. Like, this is who I want watching my shows. And I was just honored that you came. I mean, it's sad to say that I'm looking for my black folks to support me.
Yeah.
We are. I mean, you've seen the audience. You saw Harvey's. I mean, like I said, it was sold out 4 days, but it was not us.
Yeah. No, it is. It is hard, but like, I mean, like I said, the thing for me is that like that I am old school from the days of Dr. Demento, a fan of comedy. I love comedy, and that night,
me too.
Risa got in my ass. She doesn't even remember. She got off script. She may have been a little drunk, allegedly, and she allegedly she had got a little bit off script, allegedly. And boy, she saw me crack. She wouldn't let me go. As soon as she saw me crack, that was it. She was like, "That's it. That's the one." Yeah. And just stayed there. And the level of from the top to from the talent to the organization of what was happening. I've organized. I've curated so many events myself that I can read the tension. Right. I can see what's happening. Right. Yeah. So I could see. My boy was a little tense that night. You were handling it. You were handling business. That may have had something to do with why I was afraid of this too. I was like, I don't know what he was upset about, but fuck that shit. I don't want to be around this nigga. And talent, regardless, was like, fuck all the bullshit. We bringing a show. Yeah. We bringing the real. The real. 500, 5,000. You getting the same shit. And that night it was 500, and it was. I'm telling you what. It was cracking. It was cracking, and being at all peripherally involved. Such an honor. Such an honor.
Yeah, I'm glad you got to see last year's from this year's.
Oh.
And that's what everybody. I was talking to somebody that kept saying last year. I'm like, no, that was this year. We did 2020, y'all. Harvey's was this year. We got our event off in 2020.
The growth.
Right before the world closed down.
I'm telling you, it was the level up. It was just, it was so gorgeous. It was so gorgeous on every level. Your headliners, everything that had happened. The fact
Yeah.
that y'all didn't banish me for going over my time because I didn't see where the
Oh,
light was. Uh,
never, never,
the fact
never.
the
But yeah,
fact that
I
Auntie
just
had pulled my
love.
sleeve on it and was like, "What the hell you doing? Stage hog?" I was like, "Oh, wait, what? What's happening?" You
Yeah,
know,
that light was getting
I
by
love you,
everybody.
Deb.
Nope,
I
everybody was
love
enjoying
you,
that light.
Deb. You're the best. You're the funniest motherfucker in the world. This is just the part where I see if Deb is watching. She's not. She's not. She don't give a fuck about us. She doing
Oh,
her shit. She too busy being funny. She too busy being funny.
yeah. But it was
Oh
so nice. Everyone this year got what we were trying to do, and that is what you got too. Just family, community,
mm,
belonging. No one feels like them. I mean, we had 80 strangers
yeah,
basically come together. No art, no problems, no arguments, no
yeah.
fighting. Everybody got along. Everybody stayed and watched people's things. Everybody cheered for nobody. Like I heard no drama
A
between
room
comics
a room
for
full of
four
black
days.
comics from across the United States,
That's what
all
I'm
brought
saying.
together, and not one little bit of fisticuffs. No
No
one was
issues.
snarky with nobody.
Nobody.
And
Everybody
it was
got
the
what we
array.
were
It was
trying
the
to
array.
do,
It was
and
the
they jumped
array.
on it. Yeah,
Who
I
you were
loved it.
talking about?
80 strangers. We just picked because we thought they were funny, and everybody came and had the same level of integrity, loyalty, heart, laughter. Everybody wanted to put on a good show.
Black
My
comedy
God.
matters. Black comedy matters. Y'all doing some big shit. Very lastly, I would be remiss because I absolutely want to put out that I am aware that you're going through this process of reinvention
Mm.
and new invention, and it don't feel new because your spirit and your soul is clearly saturated, and it was just something that needed to come out. But you have
Thank
been
you.
DJ Wildchid, and the shit is popping,
Thank
popping.
you.
You know what the fuck you
Thank you.
doing? Every time you had brought me up, I'm like, this motherfucker got a song for me. It's like I have a theme song. What is happening?
Yeah, I
What
take
what is
very good
happening?
play.
And it's
I
the
take good
same
care.
one every time. I'm like, oh, this is somebody paying attention to what the fuck they doing out here. This is not a game.
Thank
How
Yeah.
what is it that happened? What you like you was like, you know what? This the time I won't be fuck this iPod. I won't be a DJ. Let's get it. Like what happened?
And it's so fun. Well, everything really just started. Like I said, things start so organically. Like it came to just us doing little get-togethers at our house, and people would um, jokingly call me DJ Wildchild. That was my handle on Twitter at the time.
Okay.
One of my friends had given me that name because I guess I'm a little wild when I want to be. If you party with me, you know how I can go.
Allegedly.
So yeah. So it was like it started out as a little inside joke, little love thing, playing music at the house. Then when we started our own shows, yeah,
Yeah.
I had my little iPod or my phone, my iPad, and I'm just playing music at the time.
Uh-huh.
And I will say again, hijinks. Like I hype him up. I'm his manager. He hypes me up. He's my manager. He took it upon himself to say, "You're really good at this. You care about it. I want you to look like a professional as well." He's the one that really took the reins on that. Just when he has an idea, I take the reins. My idea, he took the reins. He's the
Yeah.
one who's like, "Yes, we're going to get your equipment. You're going to look professional." I've always had the love of music. I
Yeah.
mean, that has been,
Yeah,
since
yeah, yeah,
growing
yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah.
church wise, being in a teenage hip hop group growing up, like music is my life.
Yeah.
So the knowledge and all that has already been there. But doing it for people, doing it in front of people,
Yeah.
getting hired. Thank you guys.
Oh, listen. Listen.
um, that's that's been amazing. Like people are taking me seriously, and
Yeah.
I am so thankful for that.
Oh. No, we're
It's
thankful for
really
you.
been, hmm?
We're thankful for you. That's what
Oh,
it really is.
thank you. And just again, going to so many shows and always having male DJs and they play the same damn 10 songs. And, it wasn't fun. I like to party. I like to dance. And I don't want to just dance to, Step in the Name of Love,
Yeah.
Wifey, Too Close, the songs they play.
Please miss me
So
with every bit of R. Kelly that you have.
that's
Just,
what I'm
it's
saying.
fine.
Like, and I had stopped playing him maybe 6 years before people had stopped. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't need the movement to do that.
Right,
That was
right,
already a thing.
right.
But yeah, it's just, to me, we don't really do stuff unless we love it,
Mm,
and then that comes out.
I love it.
If I don't love it and I don't believe in it, I can't do it. I'm not a faker. You're gonna see it all over my face if I do things that are not, you know,
Yeah.
really about what I am.
Now you bring the
So
authenticity. That's for real.
it's it's just there.
Excellent.
It's been there. I can't get it away. Sometimes I wish I was a little less, but
Well, listen, I'm gonna let you know that you are getting some pressure from folks who are paying attention. They are ready for y'all to get on it with the virtual shows. So let us know. Yeah, ha ha ha, my ass. Watch you laughing. I'm gonna put it on the broadcast now. It's on the screen now. Ha 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 ha. Get to
we
work.
coming back in person. So
Okay, all
you
right,
can't
all right, all right.
stay tuned for that.
I hope I get to come out too, because I tell you what, like I told you, when I started doing this shit, I didn't realize I was signing no 2-year contract, because I ain't coming back after the
Right.
no vaccine. So listen, I'll be
Yeah.
I'll be here.
You
You
part
ever
of the
bring me in
Go
like
ahead.
Max Headroom? Bring me in like Max Headroom. I'll be there on screen. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be
Oh,
there. God damn it,
okay.
I'm gonna be there.
Got you.
All right.
Woo!
All right, family. Let us know what's happening. Okay.
I
Uh,
will.
hang out. You ain't got to mute yourself. It's weird. It's weird if we do that. So we don't got to do.
Okay.
We're not gonna pretend and do the pretense.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before I let you go, I'm getting asked another question that you're gonna want to answer. That you're gonna want to answer. No, you're gonna want to answer this. I'm telling you what. Are you wearing the new Dirty Angel gear? Are you wearing Dirty Angel gear? Come on now. Come on
Know
now.
it.
Come on
You know
now.
she is.
Come
Gotta
on now.
represent yourself.
Come on
You
now.
don't represent nobody else.
So if people, hey, there it is. There it is. Make it sexy. That's how the revolution's supposed to
Yes.
look. Hey, so if people want to get their hands on that, what do they do?
The website is going to go live hopefully by Monday. So just make sure you're following Dirty Angel Facebook page, DJ Wildchild Facebook page, and all the info will be on there.
There it is. There it is. And before I let you go, one more time, I would be.
Mm-hmm.
It would not be appropriate. This is Juneteenth, and again, as I said, this is a time for us to celebrate and for white folks to repent. And so, if anyone
Amen.
wanted to repent to you, do you have an available PayPal that we might let our friends know about, or a Venmo, or some other way that you would like for them to show their support for you and the things that you were
Got
doing?
you. Oops, sorry.
No, you good.
My PayPal is my email, which is the shiniest, the shiniest at Gmail. And Cash App is Wild Child PDX.
Okay. Y'all heard it.
Thank
Wild
you for
Child
that.
PDX. Drop a little something in it.
Yes.
Drop a little something to it. We told you.
Drop it on
20 per black person that you like. You better motherfucking be broke by the end of the month. Otherwise, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Call yourself an ally. Hey, here's another opportunity to support black women coming up. Oh, thank you so much, Courtenay. We're going to talk some more shit. I got to bring you back because I have more questions. Here's the thing coming up. When is this? Tomorrow? No, tonight. What am I talking about? I've been talking about this being soon for so long. I done forgot what I was just talking about. It's Juneteenth. God damn it. Acting like I've been on a weed show or something. Tonight, from 5:30, which is in just a moment, to 7:30, please join me over at the festival that is being held by We Count Oregon. I have copy here that I've been reading all week, and I'm not going to read it this time. There's pictures of the people that you need to see. You need to go look at them. Representative Akasha Lawrence. We're going to hear some words from Alicia Garza, who is the co-founder of Black Lives Matter and is currently running Black Futures Lab, and Esperanza Turvalon Garrett, who is the state campaign manager for We Count Oregon. And, listen, if you haven't figured it out by now, watching this, I am interested in supporting the efforts of black women. I hope that you will be too. This is an excellent opportunity to do it and to celebrate Juneteenth. And I would love to ask for your support for this project, if you believe in it, if you think it is worth a sheet. What I would like for you to do, if you are willing, is to share it. It's very, very, very simple. Up around here, we call that passing the J. It's important that you do, because guess what? Zuckerberg and his team are not that excited about the idea of us sharing it. I've tried to give them money multiple times, and that has not worked. They have not accepted it. So what would be great is if, since I can't advertise, you could, and let people know that you like it. You could also rate this. You could also subscribe. Those would be dope things you could do. If you wanted to look at my dumb face and not hear these words, IG at El Caballo Negrito for the monolingual. Read it. For anyone who would like to read the jokes without hearing the voice, you can check me out at Twitter at Caballo Negrito. If you want to get down and actually do feel like you want to drop a little pence and a pence and a pence finger and a pence head, whatever works, into the grab bag, and you want to drop $5 on it, you can do that at Venmo at Carlos Wyndham, Windham. That is Wyndham like the jazz, not Wyndham like the hotel. You could Cash App at $CK Wyndham. You know what I'm saying? You could PayPal me as well, if that's the style that you do it, at PayPal /me CK Wyndham. And I want to thank some of the folks who have done that, who did put $5 on it. So here's some shout outs for you. To Tracy, to Natalie, to, look at me writing a name that I cannot read. So I'm just going to skip it. I apologize. It starts with a J. Thank you. To Lexi and you know what? I know who that is. That's Juliet. And also to Oliver. And in particular, Juliet and Lexi both threw down for the Juneteenth of it all. And that is very appreciated. You were asked and you did answer the call. If you'd like to support this in perpetuity, I know this is a lot. I don't know what to tell you. This is what it takes to do this. Nobody else is running this. It's just me. It just takes work. Listen, if you wanted to support this project, you could do that. And you could do that in perpetuity by becoming a patron. A patron? Yes, that's what I'm going to call it from now on. Fuck you. You could become a patron. I'd love some patrons. And you could do that at patreon.com /SmokeAndMirrors CCB. That stands for comedy and culture and bullshit. And I see one more scene after this. I have no idea what's on it. I thought this was the last one. Fuck, it's just my face again. That means I added too many scenes. Thank you so much for spending some time. Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for spending some time. Thank you, Courtenay, for being here. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, listen, it's always a pleasure. I really am going to have you back. Thank you to all my guests this week. Next week, I have a thing I can show you. Remember to please come back and join me here, as I'm going to be here with a very good friend of mine, Jason Page, an expatriate over across the pond. We'll talk about how he got there, what he's doing there now. It's going to be dope. Listen, this is Juneteenth, so either celebrate or repent. You know the position to take. That sounded gross. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We love you. Wash your hands. Okay, bye. Have a good weekend. Get the fuck out of here. Bye.